Hello Year 7 and welcome to the week commencing the 22nd of June assembly. I'm warning you now, I have a feeling this is going to be a long assembly, so hopefully I will get through it, but I've got lots of really cool stuff to show you, so hopefully you are going to enjoy it. First things first, hope you're all well. I hope that you are all trying to take everything you can do to keep yourself mentally healthy. I hope you're still trying to do some of your work and make sure that you're especially focusing on that English, maths, science, history and geography and French, and that those are all getting completed by everybody if they can do at all, and if they're not, then please contact us so that we can give you some help. And the other thing I'd like to say is I've been in school this week, and I have to say, even though there's a lot less pupils in there at the moment, it feels really safe and calm and just like it did before, so actually it's really fine. And if there are any of you who are worried about coming back, I can't say don't be worried, because that would be something I can't take away from you, but I would like to at least say to you, it really isn't that much different, and there are all the precautions in place that we need to make sure that you are all safe. So please feel rest assured that everything has been taken into consideration for you. Okay, so let's get on to the more interesting stuff then. How has this week been for people? And we had exactly the same rating as last week for some bizarre reason. I'm not quite sure how we managed that. There are still quite a few people who are feeling quite low and down, so please don't forget your friends. Make sure you're giving them a ring, make sure you're texting them, make sure you're trying to talk to them on a video chat if you can. Come and join us on the Year 7 chat tomorrow or Thursday, depending on when you're watching this, at 11 o'clock. It's quite good fun. We play some silly games. I'm hoping we might be able to play some Kahoot this week as well. So please come along, and if you're feeling a bit down, don't be afraid to join us and try and make yourself smile a little bit. Work, some of you are struggling a little bit, so if we're in contact with you, that is because I know that you've been struggling, so don't worry, we'll try and give you some help with that. So what are you proud of? So these are the things that people have said they were proud of this week, and we've got some knitting in there, we've got the bonus lesson, the Three Gorges Dam from geography, we've got some watercolour art, we have got some flags, we have got some German homework, we've got some drama script, we've got the ever popular English. Lots of you are very proud of your English work. We had some French, maths, and some geography as well. Lots and lots of things that you should be very proud of, and I know that there has been some amazing work going on out there, so give yourself a big pat on the back and keep going with it. What am I proud of? Well, I've got a bumper crop this week because there is so much I'm proud of, and I'm starting off with some food. I'm sorry, I know I'm a bit biased, but I think you're making some brilliant things. So we've got some egg fried rice up there, we've got lots of salads being made, all with very good protein levels and some carbohydrates going in there. We had some excellent soups, we had some brilliant pasta designs which I was really impressed with. Well done for those, and really well done for thinking about all of those vitamins and minerals that go in there. Really high level work there, brilliant. Again, some more salads, really nice salads there, and some hot dog sausages that somebody grilled for their Sunday lunch, so brilliant work. Also, I have managed to get some more of your artwork this week, and Mr. Relly has sent me some of your amazing sketches that you have been doing. You've obviously been working on doing portraits and thinking about how we draw the human person and breaking that down to make it slightly easier for you, and you can see some fantastic examples of work there. We then got some free movement drawing going on, which is fantastic, and I will especially like the Quentin Blake drawings we've got there of the BFG. I can't remember which one the Hungry Crocodile is, but that is really good, and some amazing sketches. We've got some emotion sketches there, which I think are fantastic. You can really feel the emotions that are going into those and see what they represent. I wouldn't need the labels to see that that's what they represented. You can really see the turmoil and the anger in some of those and the joyful expression in some of those, so fantastic conceptual work there. And then we've got some more sketches and some cartoon drawings. Again, fantastic. I can't believe that somebody in Year 7 is able to draw that amazingly well. I wish I could draw that well at my ripe old age. So well done for those. Good job. And these are absolutely beautiful watercolours, and I literally jaw-droppingly good. I can't believe how amazing these are. So make sure you have a really, really good look at those. Maths have sent me some more of your fantastic pentominoes. They were really, really impressed with some of the work that people have done, and shown here are some of the diagrams and some of the 3D models you made with your pentominoes. So fantastic job. Keep going with that brilliant maths work. And some more there. Really, really strong work. Well done. I've also managed to find some of your history work. Absolutely, I think that newspaper article is amazing, and that piece of writing about the Reformation, really, really mature and very well thought through. Such stunning work. Please take a second just to pause it and have a look properly. And then I've also been getting some of your RE models, and your creativity and the way you thought so laterally about some of these things is fantastic. So impressed. So we've got a couple of slides of those. And then just some random projects that people have said to me. We've got some of the Protect the Egg challenge from the DT week at school this week, where somebody actually did manage to protect their egg and stop it from getting smashed from a great height. I've got an amazing cabinet that was built in for DT. Absolutely stunningly well done. I have got somebody up there who's did a whole electronics project, and I think put lighting in their loft. So I've learnt loads and loads about electronics. And then that is the ice cream we were talking about last week in our chats that we couldn't get up on screen, so I thought I'd share that this week. And then an amazing piece of accomplished knitting that I see there. I'm very, very impressed. It took me a long time to be able to knit that well, so I'm very impressed with that very good piece of knitting. And I certainly think that's going to make a brilliant either scarf or cushion that I suggested. Not sure what it's actually going to end up being. The other thing I think is fantastic is there's lots and lots of home certificates going home from all different places and all different subjects, and they've got one up here for somebody who did brilliantly on their Spell Zone homework, and then we've got somebody else who managed to get their First Aid Champion certificate, and really, really good. So well done for you for carrying on doing those things. Just to remind you, it's not quite over yet. We've still got a few more days left for Sports Month. That is what it's looking like at the moment. Can we get some more evening up so that we can see how it's going? And there's some suggestions there at the bottom of the things that you can do. So think what you can do the last few days. Can you make it count for your house? You can see that we've got Cavell dominating in the running and the cycling with Sunbrook Darwin coming into it. We've got Brunel dominating there in the other events, and then we have got Cavell really kind of way ahead for the running and the cycling. So maybe we can see who can do what in the last few days and see if we can get it all evened out a little bit more. And here's some of what people have been doing. I apologise again for the disembodied the deheaded bodies, but I'm trying to make sure I don't put anybody in there. But we've got somebody who's been doing loads of roller skating, we've got another person who's done loads of biking, and we've got somebody there who's done loads and loads of drop sits. And we did, I think, up until the other day, have the record for drop sits in Year 7, so let's see how we get on with that. Also this week we have launched the clubs. We have had okay attendance, but if you have joined up for the clubs, please try and make it to some of the meetings. I know there are some of them which are double booked, but please try and make it up. If there is anybody else who would like to join one of those clubs and is not and would like to, just email me and I will pop you on and you can go along in teams. They are great fun, good way to chat to people, good way to do something different in your day which is not work. They are not meant to be work related, they are meant to be pure and utter fun. So please, 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 if you want to come along, just sign up, send me an email and I will sign you up so that you can join virtually through Teams. Last week, what did we do for ourselves to keep mentally healthy? Well, lots of people are chatting with their friends and family, and still quite a lot of people doing exercises, but we seem to be dropping back on those things. Don't forget, your mental health is an ongoing thing, not just a one-time thing. We may be slightly out of lockdown now, we may be able to go out a little bit more, but make sure you are still doing things to keep yourself mentally healthy, because it is important that you are positive and happy and you are doing things to try and promote that. So, what tips have you all got to share on how you can feel happier? So, we can knit, we can spend time with our family and friends. We can make sure you don't spend all your time doing your homework, but instead spend some time with your family. We can make sure we're moving things around in the room to make your space feel nice. I think that's a good one. And you can have some sunbathing. Remember, if you're sunbathing though, you use good sun protection. You need to use a high factor because the sun is very, very strong at the moment. Because we've got less pollution, that's making the sun even stronger than it normally would be. So make sure that you've got a really good factor. I don't want to see lots of burnt faces tomorrow when I see you in the chats. Do some of the sports day, read some books, try and learn something new like a language or art or even an instrument. It can make your it can really help with your mental health, and actually it can, because you are learning something and you're expanding your brain in a really good way. And stay positive. Very, very important to stay positive. So, as a little treat, I thought I would share again what I've been doing, but also a few of the other teachers you may not have seen. So, there we go, we've got Miss Smithson with her two children there who have been out playing football. I have got my garden there, which my beautiful honeysuckle has gone absolutely crazy and is swamping my shed completely. I went to Framlington Castle at the weekend and had a quick walk around there, and I have also made a baby Yoda, which I'm quite pleased with, although it's still not quite right, so I might have to make some changes again. We have got Miss Williams has been bought a bike during lockdown, and she has been out biking and taking some beautiful photographs. She's also been doing some photography in her garden and taking some other stunning, beautiful photographs, which are all there for you to see. We've got Miss Kirby Smith there, who has been growing some tomato plants. She's been doing lots of really great things during lockdown, but her tomato plant she's particularly proud of. We've got Mr. Fidel there, who has been very bravely, I have to say, allowing his children to shave his head. Good luck to him. And then we've got Mrs. Holmes, who has been sitting in her beautiful garden. She has been planting her beans, which have been growing. She's been taking her dog for lovely long walks. And there you can see her Lego figure, which she's made for Lego Club, which she would like lots of you to come along to. Mrs. Godsman has been creating some masterpieces in her sewing room, and she's created those beautiful quilted pieces. One of them is a banner there where she's quilted all of those pieces on individually. I have seen it in real life. It is amazing. And then there's a quilted bag that she has created there as well. And then Miss Renee has been doing some of her hip fit. She has been taking her parents' dogs for a walk, and she's been doing long bicycle rides, so she's been keeping very, very active, which is always nice to see. And they all say hello to you. I haven't got Miss Rudkin on there, and I haven't got Miss George on there. I will get them both on there next week, I promise. And hopefully we will have some more time for them to say hello to you. Okay, so don't forget, we've got the chat again next week. We don't worry about the survey. We're not starting up next week. We have started the clubs this week, and if anybody wants to join them, just send me an email. Keep sending me those photos of what you've been doing. They always do make everybody's week a little bit lighter, brighter. And try and stay in some sort of routine, because it's really easy to let yourself just get down and down and down. Try and be kind to people and contact someone you have not heard from a while, because really, truly, there are some very people out there who are feeling quite lonely at the moment. And if you need us, we are here on email. Stay alert and make sure that you are staying safe, but try and keep yourself mentally happy. Bye everyone, and I hope to see you in the chat tomorrow.